So let us look at what the second application of rectilinear propagation of light, which is called formation of what of shadow. So what is shadow? Shadow can be defined as a region where light ray from the luminous source, where light ray from luminous source cannot reach. And it is occur by the what? Obstruction of what? Of light by opaque objects. Before shadow can be occur, the opaque object must be what? Obstruct the what? The light ray. So you know that what the light ray cannot penetrate what an opaque body. So as a result of that, the opaque body will absorb the light ray. As a result of that, the what? The shadow of that object will form at the what? At the back. So whenever the what? The opaque object is placing between the what? The light ray or the source of light ray and the what? And the screen, what we have next is what? Is the shadow. And the shadow always what? Resemble the object producing it. That is what the shape of shadow is the same thing with what the shape of the what of object producing what? Produce it. Look at it that what? We are having light in front of me now. Abi, if I place my hand like this, you can see that what? You see the shadow of what on my hand at the what? On the board. This board serve as what? At the screen. My hand serve as what? As object. And the light is what? Is luminous, which is give us what? Light. And my body is what? Obstruct the what? The light. And at the back of my what? My body, which is on the board, you see my what? My shadow at the back. So the shadow is what? Is a region on the screen where what? Light cannot what? Reach due to the what? Obstruction of what? Of light transmission by what? By opaque body. So let us look at it now. Assume the by opaque what? Opaque body. And the shadow divided into what? Into two parts. The one shadow, we have what we call what? Umbra. And we have what we call what? Penumbra. What is umbra? This umbra is what? Is total darkness of the what? Of the shadow. But when the penumbra is what? Is partial darkness of what? Of shadow. And this umbra shadow is total darkness when the source of light is what? Is small. When the source of light is what? Is small or is narrow or is smaller than what? Than objects. So the shadow we have there is what? Is umbra. But when the what? The source of light is what? Is big. So when the source of light is what? Is big, is to give us what? Two kind of what? Of shadow. We have umbra, which is total darkness in the middle, and then we have what? Partial what? Darkness, which is penumbra. So the shadow that can form penumbra must have what? The source, the luminous source must be what? Must be big. So the luminous source, what the luminous source is what? Is small, is narrow, to give us what? Or what? Umbra, which is what? Total what? Total darkness. Let us look at what? How shadow form diagrammatically. I said, yes, if we have what? This is a what? A source. Assume this is a what? A source of what? Of light. And here we have what? I'm having an opaque here. This opaque, let me call it a what? A black what? A black body. This is what? Opaque what? Opaque. And at the back here, say this is what? Shadow. By drawing it like this, the light shape pass through this side, and this light shape pass through this side from the source. From the source. And everything you have here is served as what? That what? Let me shade it too to make it perfect. So this is what? What we have here is what? Is opaque. And the what we have here is what? Shadow. But in another case, assume that what? The source we have here, the source, assume the source is what? Is big. This is source of light. So when the source of light is what is big, and here we have what? The opaque. By drawing your what? This we have it in what? In this form. And we have the second one go like this. It will cross like this. So at this place now, we can have our what? We can have our what? Our shadow. So shadow of this object form like this. So this is what? Opaque. This is what we call what? Opaque. So at this particular point here, at the back of this opaque object here, everything we have here, everything we have here is what we call it umbra. We call it what? Umbra. We call it what? Umbra. So at this extremely end here, anything we have here, we call it what? Penumbra. So up to this region of the what? Of the shadow. So everything you have here are called what? Penumbra. So the remaining things you have here. So everything we have here now. So we can now see that what this site, this is what source of what of light. This one is called what? This is source is opaque, and this region here we call it what? Penumbra. And this inner region here we call it what? Umbra. And this is what we call what? What? Shadow. You can now see that what? The difference between these two diagrams is what? When the light source is small, there is no penumbra. But when the light source is what? Is big, we have what? Total darkness and the partial darkness. So anybody that we have at this region will experience what? Partial total darkness. Here we experience what? Partial what? Darkness. That is all about what? Formation of what? Of shadow.